Good day, traders. This is Sanim Jalose. I know in the midst of trading, sometimes we do get an opportunity to be looking at trades. Right now, I just want to show you guys the trade that is about to set up. Okay. In fact, there's a couple of trades that are already moving, but the main trade that I focus on mainly usually when I'm trading is GBP dollar, of which right now I don't see any specific setups on GBP dollar, which is my main pair that I trade. But what I want to show you is pretty much simple here. I want to show you the money flow, okay, because this is the most important thing when you are trading. But before I go further, please do not forget to subscribe. I'll be releasing a lot of videos almost daily, and I'll be releasing videos sometimes before I take a trade, and I'll be releasing videos sometimes even after I take a trade. So subscribe now so that you can actually learn how I trade. Okay, so this morning the trade that I would recommend, let me quickly look at GBP quickly before I miss that trade, because that is my main trade that I trade. Let's see if there's anything setting up on GBP dollar before I go forward with the video. No, nothing is yet. I know as much as it's looking like it's going up, the odds are not yet staked in my favor, so I'll leave this now. Let me go to the chart that I actually want to show you guys, which is your Aussie against the yen. Okay, so currently the trade that is very good as I'm speaking to you right now is the Aussie yen. I have entered this trade, even though I don't really like Aussie yen because it doesn't move a lot, and I like GBP more than anything else. Mainly when I trade the GBP. That's when I actually put in big lot size or volume, because that is my main pair that I trade. These other ones, you know, it's just basically if I get bored, I jump into the trade with small lots just to, you know, just to practice, if I can put it that way. But the main trade that I trade that has got good liquidity, it's not even euro dollar. My favorite pair is GBP dollar and GBP against the Japanese yen. Okay, so let's look at this now quickly. The reason why Aussie yen is currently the best trade. So in the morning, Aussie weekend, this is money flow, ladies and gentlemen. This is money flow. If you understand this, you'll understand exactly how to trade like a professional, because this is money flow. This doesn't lie. This tells you exactly what is happening in the markets in real time, and you will make an informed decision when you see this happening. So now we have yen weekend in the morning, but now yen is actually gaining strength. Okay, sorry, Aussie, which is this one. Aussie lost strength in the morning against the Japanese yen. This is the Japanese yen, by the way, you can see JPY, and then this is AUD. You can clearly see now AUD is going up, and also we have the Japanese yen going down. Very important. Aussie going up, Japanese yen going down. Okay, and this is what you need to look at when you are trading. I can go back even to yesterday. You will understand why GBP was a good trade yesterday, which was the 11th of May. You can clearly see dollar was actually going up, and GBP, which is this reddish line, was actually going down. You could have traded GBP against the dollar, GBP against CHF, which is the yellow one, a Euro GBP again. You could have also traded GBP against Japanese yen. The only trade that was not really the best yesterday was actually GBP against CAD. You can clearly see the CAD was falling the same time GBP is also falling as well, right? Because when you see two of them moving in the same direction, it's basically trying to weigh a 50 kg, trying to put a 50 kg and a 51 kg on a seesaw, you know what, you won't get that big change in terms of the seesaw tilting in the other direction. But right now, here's Japanese yen. Japanese yen is the weakest. Now it's the weakest from all the pairs. It's actually pushing down. Also, there is a possible trade setting up on on CAD yen. CAD yen, also a possible trade as I'm speaking to you right now for a long. Okay, there we go. The long is set up already. Actually, if you are trading here anywhere from here, you could have started trading a CAD yen, of which I'm not interested in this thing. As I say that these other pairs, I just trade them for fun, but my main pair that I trade is actually GBP against yen and GBP against the dollar. But the concept is exactly the same. Even if you are trading GBP against the dollar, you need to identify the strength and the weakness, or the money flow. Okay, so you need to identify where money is flowing into and where money is flowing out of. That's very, very important. So in this particular case, as I'm speaking to you right now, we've got money flowing into yen, and then we've got money flowing into also NZD. You can clearly see NZD is the second strongest for the day right now, and then we've got GBP also crossing my zero line, which is very, very important as well. This is my zero line. It's very, very important when I trade that I identify currencies that are actually below the zero line as the currencies that I can potentially sell, and currencies above the zero line as currencies that I can potentially buy in a trading session. So right now I'm looking at the Aussie and I'm looking at yen. You can also look at possible right now GBP against the yen, which is very, very looks like a very, very good setup as I'm speaking to you right now. If we can go to GBP against JPY, JPY, let me see if I'm not late on this particular trade. Let me see if I can still jump into this particular trade. I'm not that late, but I'm about 17 pips late now. I won't take this one now because my entry was supposed to be around about here on the close of this candle. I should have been up now 17 pips. This is very important to me because my trading strategy, I target around 30 to 40, maximum 50 pips per trade. So already if I'm 17 pips late or 20 pips late, it's not worth it for me because my stop loss is going to be too big, of which I don't like a huge stop loss because I'm a scalper or intraday trader more than anything else. Let me call myself an intraday trader because scalping is more like 1 minute and 5 minute charts. I'm mainly on the 15, and it's a little bit softer than the 5 minute and the 1 minute charts. So yeah, I won't take this anymore. But the concept is pretty easy. Okay, it's easy, it's simple but not easy. Let me put it that way. It's simple but not easy. But right now the trade that I'm really waiting for, GBP against the dollar, maybe it's getting ready. Let me see. GBP against the dollar, not yet. It's getting there though. It's getting there. You can clearly see the amount of buyers that are coming into the markets right now. Okay, buyers are creeping into the market, as you can clearly see. Also, we have this small uptrend right now, and it looks like things are heating up, even though they are not really at a level where I'm comfortable to actually take the trade. Also, I try to make sure that I go only for the best trade setups. I don't just jump into any trade for the sake of trading. I try to take a trade that will give me a higher probability. Yes, I try to get into trades that will only give me a higher probability of winning, of which right now, as much as it's going up, I'm not really impressed about how the volume is rising. It's not the best. It's not the best volume. When I trade, I need to see really good volumes. You know what? Everything nice and spiky. good volumes, and then I'll have to jump in. You can clearly see here we still have volumes not really that great on this particular software, and then volume is just okay on this one. So for now I am not taking this particular trade, mainly because the volume is not the best. But other than that, yeah, if you want to see my trades, I usually post them on Forex Factory on the GBP USD thread, and I usually post my setups there, so you can actually follow that thread and watch my videos. But make sure you subscribe and learn more from me. Sanim Dlalose, happy trading.